Hi, welcome to Online Intermediate Algebra at Tunxis for the spring 2021 semester. I'm Professor Stugard, and I'm the one who's going to be teaching your course. So first of all, welcome. And the most important piece of information that I need to get across is that all of your work and everything that is graded has to be done on Mymathlab. Now, that's a Pearson product that is actually tied into our textbook, and that's where you're going to be doing all of your homework, all of your quizzes, and all of your exams. Now, under course content, you should see your outline, your syllabus, the schedule, and registration instructions for Mymathlab. Follow those registration instructions. If you get stuck, email me. In fact, anytime you have a question, please email me. And I want to spend the rest of this video going through what Mymathlab is, just in case you haven't had any experience with it yet. So once you set up your Mymathlab account or your Pearson account, and you have our access code, which is Stugard and then those 5 digits, and you put in your access code and you log in for the first time, Mymathlab should look something like this. And you'll see when you first log on, the main screen is a calendar. Obviously, January is up now, and you'll see the assignments that are due. Blue circles are homework, oranges are quizzes, and you'll see as you go through in February, every due date is on Friday. And every week you'll have typically 1 or 2 homework assignments and 1 mastery quiz to do. Now, to access these quizzes, you can obviously click on them from here. Also, you'll see right under the calendar is your announcements. And so the announcement that says, welcome to Online Algebra, and your first assignments is right here. Click it. And again, it will mention what your assignments are, a little note from me, and then it'll link to websites, it'll link to YouTube videos that will teach you each of those individual concepts. Some of the videos are made by me, some are made by my wife, who's also a math teacher at Tunxis, and some are made by other people online who have just done a very good job. And again, those would be your kind of videos that you can use to help you get your homework done. So if you click homework on that left menu, you'll see all of your homework assignments and quizzes for the entire semester are listed right here in order. And as you go through, you'll slowly see your scores and your completion in the course improve. So the first homework assignment, and actually the first set, the whole entire first week is supposed to mostly be review. So you should have seen these things before at some point, but I mean, let's be realistic. We all forget things from time to time. And it's a good idea for us to kind of brush up on those skills because these are going to be the skills that we see most frequently throughout the semester. So the first one is on solving. And again, if I just start, let's say question 3, we should see that, well, here's a solving problem that we should be fairly familiar with and should, well, hopefully not give us too much trouble, but just in case it does, over here in the top right corner of your homework box, it says question help. You're going to see lots of options. First is help me solve this. I would avoid that if at all possible because it'll help you solve this question, but then you still have to do it again without the help of Mymathlab. So you just have to do the question twice. Not that that's a problem, but just be aware of that. View an example is very useful. It's going to go through a similar problem with just slightly different numbers, and it kind of walk you through how do you do this problem step by step. And so you can hopefully follow along with your problem with different numbers and get to the right answer. Also, you'll see each of them have different things, but some of them have videos. And if you click video, it's actually going to open up a video of an actual college professor.
Example 2. Solve. -5 students.
Going through the same type of problem that you're working on. And so you can get the video help right there on each question as well. Sometimes there's animations as well, which is not quite a video per se, but animations, and it actually moves the things around the screen and does the math. Very useful as well. There's also the textbook. And if you click that, it will open up the e-version of your textbook for you to actually access. And then the last one, and this is a really, really important feature, is the Ask My Instructor. When you click the Ask My Instructor button, it's going to pop up and it's going to send me an email with the exact question you're working on, and you can type me a little message. Tell me where you got stuck. What was confusing? Were you confused about the whole thing? Did you know how to get started, or did you get confused later on? You can write me that little message too. Also, if you've done the question and you got it wrong, it's going to send me your wrong answer, which is actually incredibly useful for me because I can almost always figure out where the mistake was based on your wrong answer. And as you go through your homeworks, so that's it. And the nice part is you can do your homework as many times as you want. So let's say you get the question wrong. It's going to say, no, here's your little message. This is what you should be doing. And then you're like, well, no, I get it wrong again. And, well, let me get it wrong again. If you get it wrong 3 times in a row, it's going to tell you what the correct answer is. Now, here's the beauty of Mymathlab. If you click similar question, you get to try it again. Different numbers, but you get to try it again. And you should be able to get 100% on every single homework assignment by just continuing to work through each problem as they pop up. And everybody should be able to get 100% on each homework assignment. So those are your homework assignments. Again, when you're done, you click save, and not that that does much for me because I got it wrong anyway. It'll show up as a red X. If you get it correct, it'll show up as a green check mark, and you'll be able to see did I get everything done. Your quizzes are going to be a little bit different. So when you open your quizzes, it'll say, are you ready to start? And, well, start. Now, quizzes, you have to do all 10 questions, and every quiz is 10 questions. You have to do all 10 questions at the same time, and then click Submit Quiz. All right, and I'm just going to submit it now. But you have to do all 10 questions, and then it'll tell you how you did. Obviously, I didn't answer any questions, so they're all wrong. You can go back and review the test, figure out what the correct answers were, see where you made your mistakes, if you actually did the questions. But when you're done, you can redo the quizzes too. You're just going to have to redo. So now's my second attempt. I can start the quiz again. You have to do all 10 questions. So again, it should be very possible to get a perfect score, but you are going to have to, well, work at it. And you might have to take more than one attempt. And you're going to have to actually do the mathematics. So that is basically the core of what our course is going to consist of. Doing the homework, doing the quizzes. I'm going to post this announcements every week with new video links to help you get it done. I'm also going to include what sections we're really covering. You should see that actually in the schedule that's posted on Blackboard. If you go to Blackboard and you look at the schedule, it's going to tell you what actually chapters from the textbook we're working on in each section. So you can read the text, watch the videos, practice the homework, which is the most important part because you can't get better at math without actually doing math. Just like any other skill in the universe, you're not getting better at cooking by not cooking, right? You have to actually practice it, or music, or sports, or whatever else it is. You don't get better without practicing. That's how math works. So you practice, practice, practice. The key is going to stay in contact with me. Again, I'll be able to see what you get right, what you get wrong. And if you think, Mymathlab made a mistake grading one of your questions, you can absolutely use the Ask My Instructor button as well. But it's an all online class. That means you're going to have to reach out to me if you're getting stuck, because I'm not going to know until after the fact unless you, tell me. We need to have open communication. So please don't hesitate to send me an email. I will get back to you. I check my email pretty much every day during the work week. Well, I do take the weekends off to be with my family. And that's basically it for now. So good luck this semester. Please let me know if you have any questions. And, let's do well and learn some math. Bye.